Gallery. How you doing? Hey, I told you I'd give you an update on how things are going with respect to this Quaker church project. Anyhow, what we have here is the stained glass panel is out of the sash. We finally got it out. All that window, well, it wasn't window glazing putty, it was caulking compound. We finally got all that out. Anyhow, as you can see, there's mineral deposits all over this thing, and it's going to take something like CLR or maybe steel wool or something to get that off. It's not that big a deal. It's just going to take some time. What we need to do is either find or make the glass to do the repairs. Or some of these heavily textured pieces are broken. So what we have is we have some glass here at the shop that's a pretty doggone good match color-wise, but it had no texture to it at all. So what remains to be done yesterday was to put it on a mold that I had made for another project to get the texture, and as you can see the texture here. What happens with respect to these old molds, as every time you use them you wear them out a little bit more, and what happens with this is some of the clay, the bisque sticks to the glass, and you can't have that because it shows up as a big shadow. It doesn't look good. So you take your Dremel and fire it up. And you very lightly clean this stuff out. Use one of those diamond tips that you can get. You can either get it at Ace Hardware, you can send off for 10 or 12 of them for the same money like I do. Because we go through a lot of them. Anyhow, that's going to leave a slightly frosted appearance. I mean, it comes right out. It's great stuff. But it's going to leave a slightly frosted appearance. So what you do with that afterward is, these were fired on a fuse setting, which is to say that it's melted pretty warm, somewhere around 1500 degrees, 1700 degrees. So what we'll do to get rid of this frosted look after I get all of the bisque out of it, that clay that's stuck to them. And it's not stuck all over, just here and there, you know. The way to get this shined back up again is to put it in the kiln tonight, and you don't turn it up as hot. You just get this rascal just warm, and it smooths it right out. It shines it right up. So that's what we're going to do. I'll get her cleaned up, get the it shined back up again so that it looks good, looks like the other stuff. And then we'll cut out pieces, whichever ones are broken in here, and there's a couple, there's not too many, of this particular color, and cut them out and fit them and then replace the pieces in these windows. There are some others. This, what appears to be clear, is actually a very faint rose color, and it has what looks like a slightly hammered texture to it. That hammered texture is still made, but I don't know about the slight rose color. I don't know if that was either made like that intentionally, originally, or if this is something that gently faded this color due to reaction with ultraviolet and infrared light from the sun. Sometimes glass does that. Those old insulators on the telephone poles they used to have for telegraph wires, those things, depending on what they made the glass out of, could have gone pink or blue or green, or some of them are just plain brown. But anyhow, that's the effects that the sun has on things, and then it happens. So I promised you we were going to keep up with updates and give you a step-by-step. I'm going to take this lead off the outside edge and put some steel around it. It's zinc-plated steel. Makes them a little stronger, a little easier to handle successfully without busting them all up, till you get them back in a decent sash again. And then it doesn't matter. After that, we'll put window glazing putty, real window glazing putty, around the edges of these, and then we'll take some whiting compound and clean them all up. And once they're good and secured, we'll reattach the crossbars, and then put new wire ties on them and snug them all up, and they'll be good as new. Honest to goodness. Once again, this is John from the South Street Gallery. Have a reasonably good day and try not to overdo. See you later. Bye.